How's it going, YouTubers? Nightmare70 here. I'm back with another toy review, and today I am reviewing Classics Cliffjumper. Now he is just a repaint of Bumblebee, who I don't have at this point. As of this video, I don't have any version of Classics B, but I do have the movie version of him, which is actually done in all yellow. But instead of the white stripes, it has the black stripes. Even the back of his vehicle mode would be black, and his headlights would be a clear blue instead of just regular clear plastic. It's now a translucent blue. I have that one on the way. I might do a review on that one in the future. So here we have Cliffjumper. Now, I'm not exactly sure what kind of vehicle this is. It's definitely not a Volkswagen like Bumblebee was in the actual cartoon and in the Bumblebee movie. Nah, I'm just not. This could be like a modified version of them, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not exactly sure what kind of vehicle this actually is. Since today's a Classics 2006 version. They're a little different, but still kind of resemble G1 a bit. So here we have Cliffjumper, who is done in all red with some, I don't know, silver splotches, I guess, which I really don't care for. Now, I don't think they made a Hankei Cliffjumper, which probably would have been all red. And I guess it would have been a more accurate red. Since Cliffjumper, remember in the cartoon, he was more of a dark red. This is more like an orangey red. But overall, still not a bad figure. Still very nice. And as he's a Classics figure, he does have the rep symbol, which you can probably already see the Autobot symbol because it is warm in here. It does work well. Yeah. It does work. You just need to have warm fingers for it. If you can. If my fingers are... Hang on a second, you guys. It does work, I promise you. You saw the Autobot symbol. Now, I don't even see it on camera. You can probably barely see it. Yeah, it works. It does work. You just your fingers need to be warm enough, and I don't think mine are. Or it might just be because of how old this figure is. Remember, it's a 2006 figure, so the rep symbol probably won't work as well. I was thinking about replacing it, but I haven't decided yet about giving it an actual Autobot symbol. Oh, is it working? Oh, you can see it. Yeah, I believe you can see it now, guys. Barely. But either way, we all know he's an Autobot. We all know. Even in if you've seen the Shattered Glass comic books, he was sent to the mirrored universe by mistake. So he joined the heroic Decepticons. Oh, there you can see it. Okay, that's enough the rep symbol. But overall, Cliffjumper in vehicle mode can't do much, but he can roll, which is still very nice. And these are pinned on wheels. And his headlights are painted more like a metallic blue, like a baby blue. But still very nice. His taillights are done like a translucent, a clear black plastic, which I don't think is correct. He's supposed to have at least a red, yellow, or orange for the turn signal, and white, or in this case silver, for the reverse lights. Here it's just all black. But at least he has translucent back window. In robot mode, oh my goodness, you can see those nice seats. Very nice. So not much, like I said, he can roll though. But this thing here, his jet ski, he can store it in vehicle mode if mine will connect. It's all red with silver and a little bit of blue. The wheels are also pinned on. And he can hold it. that's one way of storage. It's very nice. Oh yeah, before anybody starts asking, I do not have the Studio Series Bumblebee Cliffjumper nor the Earthrise one, and I won't be buying those anytime soon. I'm perfectly okay with this Cliffjumper. This is already a G1. This is my G1 Cliffjumper, or my take on it. So this one's perfectly fine. But time for comparisons before we can get into vehicle mode. Before I show you his robot mode, before I transform him, here he is next to movie Cliffjumper. Now the red on this one they look almost like they're the same red. Maybe this one's a little more orangey red than this one, but it's not a Henkei Ironhide red. Henkei Ironhide is even redder. He looked exactly how he did in the cartoon. But overall, these are my Cliffjumpers. They're welcome. They are staying in my collection. Earthrise Cliffjumper is not welcome. Now for the Bumblebee movie figures that we have for the Studio Series line, they're disgusting. I'm not picking up any Bumblebee movie figures. I'm just not. Bayverse is my thing. And that was a Nightverse film, so no way I'm collecting that. But here he is next to the movie 1 Cliffjumper. Alright. As usual. Now as usual, I am going to skip the transformation on this figure. It's a very old mold. And this figure was released way back in 2006. So I'm sure not everybody has this figure anymore. The Autobot symbol. Now you can see it better. Okay, enough with the Autobot symbol. With the Rup symbol. Now this is definitely old school. Oops, excuse me. But other than that, now I'll be back with Cliffjumper in robot mode. So I'll be right back, you guys. Alright, so here we have Classics Cliffjumper in robot mode. And I know I said enough with the Rup symbol, but even in robot mode you can see it. You can see the Autobot symbol that well. Mainly just due to how warm it is here in my room. Now eventually I might replace the symbol with the Rup symbol with an actual Autobot symbol, like an actual sticker. Because I don't really care for those Rup symbols, to be honest with you. But here we have Cliffjumper in robot mode, and for his jet ski, he can actually be used as a jetpack. If I can remember how to transform this properly. I think it goes something like this. I think. I think that's the transformation for Cliffjumper's jet ski to make it into a jetpack. And it just connects here to the spoiler. No. Well, I think it connects like this. Is that little tab there? Little connector piece? Now I get it now. It connects. It would be connected like this. You would see these wheels facing forward. Now we'll show that off in a little bit. So here we have Cliffjumper in robot mode, and you tell he's still red and silver, but this time it's been broken up with a little bit of black and some actual gray. The head sculpt, man, I have to be honest with you. The head sculpt, oh my goodness, it looks so beautiful. I'm really happy Hasbro actually kept the Bumblebee head. Since in the cartoon, I know it's not accurate, and there was actually an upgrade kit where he gets the head, where he gets the more accurate head, and I believe a rifle, I can't remember, but I'm not buying the upgrade kit. I prefer this Bumblebee looking head more. Still screams Cliffjumper to me. So I'm really happy that they kept the Bumblebee head. Because I know a lot of people complain that they're too lazy. They should have given him a head remold. Honestly, personally, for me, I'm not bothered by it. I'm perfectly okay with this Bumblebee head. And man, it looks beautiful. It is on a ball joint, so focus. It can go 360, though it might get stuck sometimes. Probably because of these pieces. But articulation, his arms are on ball joints, so they can do 360. His elbows on a ball joint, but it can do a little over 90 degrees. His fists, can they move at all? I don't think they can move at all. No waist articulation, but he's got ball jointed legs. But he can do a soccer kick. Goal! And same bit. I don't think you can do a split. So you can probably go, yeah, I can't do the full splits. So definitely under 90 degrees there. But this you can do 90 degrees, 360, and 90 degrees on the elbow. It's on a ball joint. Same thing, repeat on the other side, same thing. And you can do toe pivot. That's because of transformation. Now his doors, man, Hasbro is a bit of a genius, kind of. It's almost like Universe 2.0 Hound, which, man, I should have compared him in vehicle mode. I didn't think about it. I already had this guy transformed when I saw Hound. Now we can do that in another video. I'll compare them with whenever I do another video on a different figure. But into Cliffjumper, you see by under his armpit, he's got a little hollow bit there. Some hollowness. Even on the other side. Now, if I remember correctly, even the back of his feet are hollow. This is what most people complain about, but that's for transformation. So, even I believe his bottom of his spine is hollow. Even if you look under his head, it's also hollow. That's mainly because of the jetpack. Now, honestly, you guys, for people who complain about hollowness on TF figures, that's already been a thing since Generation 1. I believe what they're mostly complaining about is that some of our figures from the past weren't that hollow. And they'll be like, but on the back of their arms, they'll be like, oh, that's way too hollow. Yeah, I believe that's why they're complaining. They're just way too hollow. But all I can say is that hollowness hollow parts on figures in general has been a thing. It's nothing new. It's always been a thing. You're always going to have some figures with some hollow parts. That's how long of a thing it's been. It's also been a thing for the Generation 1 figures. The original ones back in the 80s. I've seen videos of it. And MGO316 actually mentioned it. So if you've seen his review on Generation 1 Double Dealer, he mentioned it. Been a thing since day one, fellas. Been a thing since day one. That is nothing new. Nothing new at all as far as hollow bits and TF figures, which is what he sort of mentioned. But I have to agree with him. It's been a thing. And it really doesn't bother me. Now, I'll do a 360 of Cliffjumper. Now, this piece is where the jetpack goes. And can this fold? I don't know what kind of purpose that serves. But that looks weird. I think it looks better like that. I would have something sticking out too far. Now, for a comparison, I didn't forget about the jetpack. I will get to it, I promise. Let's just do a comparison for now. For a comparison, here is next to, yep, you guessed it, Movie 1 Cliffjumper. Now, the transformation on this one can sometimes be a little complex. And for some reason, I don't want to stand. Stand. Alright. So here he is next to his Movie 1 counterpart. And yes, this is obviously an Allspark power figure. So Movie 1 Cliffjumper does have Allspark blue a little bit. Now, just show you how Cliffjumper would look like if he actually was in the Michael Bay films. Apparently, he probably would have been a red bumblebee if Michael Bay went that far. So he is a bit small for a deluxe. And that's also another thing people complain about. Our figures these days are getting smaller and more expensive. That's what people complain about. And I will have to agree. But just remember, you guys, don't forget. This is a 2006 figure, and it was already pretty small for a deluxe. But I'm sure you weren't bothered by it at all. So, again, that's enough of movie 1, Cliffjumper. Alright. Thank you. Let's just hang in there. Alright, now before we go, let's mention the jetpack. Now, the jetpack, I don't know if you can see that, has the ski has a little, like, it's raised down a little bit, you can see. That's for the little hole there. You should hear it connect. Well, probably might not hear it connect, but you will feel, if I can talk today, you won't feel any movement. You'll feel no resistance. So this could be his jetpack, I suppose. I'm guessing that probably won't work. I think it would mention as a jetpack, where he could, I believe, fly. Though for these could act like lasers, shoot some of the Decepticons, bang, 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 and save the day. So, articulation for the gun, for the jetpack, I believe, I guess. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work that well. I think it's better to just leave it as is. But other than that, I think that's the actual transformation, I think. Not too sure. But either way, that's gonna be my review for Classics Cliffjumper. And if you can still find him for a good price. Now, like I said in the beginning, I don't think they made a Handcake Cliffjumper, which could be a little unfortunate. And if they did, I could guarantee you guys it would have been a darker red. But this is still not a bad figure at all. The mold itself is still not bad at all. I'd definitely pick up another version. I would definitely, like I said, I have Classics Bumblebee, the movie version of him. It's Classics Bumblebee with the black stripes instead of yellow stripes. It was in that Walmart exclusive 3-pack with Premium Bumblebee and Animated Bumblebee. I have that Classics B on the way. And I will get to a review on that one sometime later, but I would definitely get that version of B instead. I used to have Review the Shield Bumblebee, but I got rid of it. I preferred the more yellow looking Bumblebee. And for Bug Bite, I would love to get Bug Bite, but man, it's a BotCon 2007 figure, and as I'm sure most of us collectors know, BotCon figures are super expensive. So I probably won't be able to get that one anytime soon. But hopefully one day I can. I really do. Hopefully a deal on him exists. Though I doubt it. But if you can, at least find Cliffjumper, this one for a reasonable price. I don't know how much it's selling for now, but I bought this guy from a local buddy of mine. I've been purchasing figures from him for a while now, before I even graduated from high school, and he offers great deals to me. So that's where I got Cliffjumper. I got him from a local friend of mine. But if you can find him for a reasonable price, pick him up, alright? He'll be well worth your money. He's a very nice figure. And if you want a more accurate version of him, if you're willing to pay more for the head upgrade kit, go for it. But I'm perfectly fine with this one. This doesn't bother me at all. So, I'll be back with another toy review ASAP. But for now, take care. Till all are one. Nightmare 70 out. Thank you for watching.